Hello, everyone. This is Dr. Forex once again, and welcome to another edition of the Forex Forecast or another analysis. Okay, and I'm still continuing on deriv. Okay, particularly VIX, um, the VIX 75, the VIX 25 um, index. So I think this would be the fifth video I'm uploading on this asset, and basically I have just been speaking about a sell, so I just want to give updates on it. Okay, and the sell has started. It's been a steady move, and there is still more room for sales. So in this video I just want to expound more on areas to look out for re-entries on this sell asset, because there's still more room for sales. Okay, so let's get right into this video. um so like I've been saying for the longest period, okay, this pair is this pair has been selling. Okay, this pair was going to sell, so I called it out when it was about when this side, okay, has not formed yet. Okay, so you could check it out on my very first YouTube video I uploaded. Okay, I spoke about it and I gave reasons why I foresaw that sell, and what to really look out for it, what to really look out for, and I even stated where I was looking to enter from. um I missed the entry though, but there is room for re-entry, and I will be showing you that. Okay, so I think in the last video I spoke about confluences that I saw for this sale to happen. Initially, when this first candle formed, okay, when this first candle, where's my tool? When this first bearish candle formed, um, when this first bearish candle formed, okay, this first red candle here formed, I spoke about, I said that, well, it was not really um an ideal confirmation yet for the main trend, okay, that I was anticipating for, because I was looking for other things to happen. So what were some of the things I was looking for to happen? I wanted a break of structure to the downside, okay, to confirm the sell. So if you look right over here where I'm marking, okay, you can see that um you can see that break of structure I'm talking about, okay, to the downside. So you see that price broke structure all the way, price broke structure from the price broke structure to the downside all the way here, okay, all the way here. So let me just show it well. So you can see that price broke structure all the way to the downside. Yeah, I don't know whether that is visible. Maybe let me just change this to and use, yes, I think this will be better. You can see a break of structure all the way to this point, okay. And let me just change this color. Let me use something like this and give it 3. Yeah, so you can see that the break happened, Okay, from the top, price sold from the top all the way to the downside this side, right? So by price coming down to this side, at least we have one break of structure. Okay, we have one break of structure on this side. Considering this bullish candle, okay, you have a break of structure to the downside. Okay, and that is giving you an indication that a sell is happening, because prior to that, price had been buying. Now, by reason of normal support and resistance, okay, you would see that by reason of normal support and resistance, you will see that this area here is an area of what? Resistance. Okay, because if you look at the history of price, anytime price gets to that level, price started selling, right? So ideally, if price is approaching that level, okay, you would want to be anticipating for a sell, right? And if you look at the history of price, you can see that that area has been, it has just been an area of a sell. Okay, so ideally you would want to be aiming for the sell, right? But you see, I always talk about, there's one concept I speak about, which is market vulnerability. Basically, what I mean by market vulnerability is when the charts, or when the action or the movement of price by the market, okay, it's so clear, and the probabilities or the chances of a certain bias is like more than 80% per the reason or per the action of price when it does that. Okay, so usually there are times when it's not clear to really detect the movement of price. You can't really figure out what price is doing, especially when price is ranging. You can't really tell what it wants to do. But there are other times too you are able to particularly identify, and without a shadow of a doubt, you know where price is going to. Well, in trading, you cannot have um, 100% chance of something happening. Okay, you can only have probabilities, and you can have the greater probability of one thing occurring than the other based on certain parameters or certain confluences that come together to give you that bias. So basically, with this, I needed to see a break of structure to the downside to convince me that the sell was about to start. Because there are times when price would do something like this. So, like with regards to this same area where I'm hovering about, okay, there's an uptrend that eventually started to fall to the downside. So I want to use the same thing with this side, okay, with this side to just show something. So there are times when like price is going up like this, and then it will start to do like it wants to sell this way over here, and then you see only for it to just go up like this with a buy, and then people lose money. Then you see something like this, then you go up again, and then it's like you are losing, people are losing, or people's stop loss are being hit. But you see, when you want to confirm that a trend is changing, you really want to see a break of structure to that new trend or that new bias you are anticipating for. So if it is a buy, or if it is a sell, in this case, you want to see a break of structure to the downside, right? Like in this case. So let me just show what I've. So if you consider this area, right? If you consider this area, um, yes, if you consider this area that I've marked, okay, you can see that there is a break of structure, okay, to this side. Um, there is a break of structure. There's a break of structure over here, okay, coming down, right? Telling you that price is price wants to change trend, because ideally for the buy trend to continue, you want to see break of structures to the upside, and then for the downtrend to continue, you want to see break of structures to the downside. So anytime trend wants to change, you will see that there will be a change in the break of structure. Yes, there will be a change in the break of structure. So basically that was what I was looking at over here. And now also, given that this area, okay, this marked out area has been a strong bearish region, okay, or a strong sell side, okay. When I see a break of structure to the downside over there, it reinforces my bias, or it reinforces my choice to take a sell, because I'm seeing that that area prior to price coming to that side, anytime price gets to that level, it had been selling. Okay, so we see it. You see it over here. Price move from here to here. When it got there, it sold. Then you see price do that again. Um, you see price do that again. Let me just let me just yes. So even over here, okay, you see that price was buying from the bottom, immediately it got here. So this was one of the very first times, okay, but even with that, you can see a previous level over here. You can see a previous level that price from somewhere here, right? Price from somewhere here has been selling. So just by following the history of price, you can get a direction of the trend. That's one of the ways, but it's not the only way, but it can add to your confluences. So generally, by looking at what price does at certain key levels, you can anticipate the direction of the trend. So basically, that is what I saw. Now, we have a break of structure to the downside. Then we have, so I remember saying that I would wait for the break of structure, then wait for the inducement high to form, which happens to be this one. Just this, just that's okay. Let me delete this so that's okay. So my inducement happens to be just this bullish candle to the top side. Then I did this where I wanted to take the sell from, but I missed out on this sell because um, I was a little busy, so I missed out this sell over here. But like I always say, delay is not denial. So basically, and this sell is going to happen, like it's going to go all the way to the downside. Okay, it's going to go all the way to the downside. If you watched my last 2 or 3 videos, in fact, if you've been following the progression, you would see that in one of the videos I said that basically what is going to happen in this new trend has already happened before, and it happened here. Okay, basically the pattern of the cell is going to be what has taken place over here. So if you want reference, just look to this left, and you are going to get a lot of insights, okay, on basically what is happening here. And the trend really repeats itself. You just have to look closely. That's all. So basically that is what I was talking about. And then I remember in one of the videos talking about a head and shoulder pattern also, which is also another confluence. And I remember saying that even for a head and shoulder pattern, you want to make sure that the neckline is broken like this. In this case, this is how the neckline should be. So this this push to the downside is what breaks this neckline. Okay, so after the neckline is broken, you want to see an inducement to the top, like this bullish candle is giving us. You want to see an inducement to the top somewhere in this area. Okay, because there's another block there that price would reject from, and then we'll take the sell to the down. So basically, we want to see an inducement to the top over to this side somewhere here. Let me zoom in and get the area correctly. So you want to see an inducement to the top, um, an inducement to the top like this. Okay, so price should come to that area. You see how it just meets like that? Yep. And then when price gets to that level, it's going to fall massively. Okay, so when it comes to somewhere this level, you expect a reaction towards the downside. So you want to keep your sell orders. Um, you want to keep your sell orders in this region. Okay, anywhere here, you can put a sell order there. You can put a sell order here in the middle here. Okay, do you get it? So just look for cells in that region I've marked, and then possibly your stop loss should be above. So somewhere here, your stop loss should be on top here, right? But as price comes down, okay, even from this level, you should expect some rejection of price to the upside. Okay, you should expect some rejection of price to the upside from this level. Okay, why should you expect some rejection of price to the upside from this level? Because if you look to your left, okay, if you look here, when price got here, this is a buy region. When price got here, we can see it pushed all the way to the upside. So ideally, when you get to this level, you should expect some rejection to the upside. However, that rejection is not going to be as steep as this rejection, because at this point in time that price is selling, the trend in that time is bearish. So that buy will only be an inducement. Okay, it will be an inducement. So to price will just create that inducement high, and then after creating that inducement high, it will use it as fuel to come down further to target this other block. Let me see if there are, yes, so to come and target that other block. And then eventually when price targets that other block at this side, okay, there will be a final there will be a final there will be a very strong bullish move, okay, to the top, which will eventually take out this high, come to this area, okay, come to this area. It could either react from there or take it out, but most likely react from there, sell off a bit, and then finally take it out, then come down finally to that other block. It would attempt to break it or do whatever it would want to do, but by that time you should have really milked a lot from this pair. So my chart is a bit nasty, but let me just delete something. But I think by following the progression, you should understand what I am talking about. So basically, like I'm saying, currently there is an inducement forming. This buy over here that is happening. Okay, this buy currently happening. Um, this bullish candle. Okay, this buy happening currently, trying to go to the top is an inducement. It's a trap. Okay, so actually, what price is doing is that it's just going to go up to take out this um, internal range liquidity. Okay, it's going to take out these highs. I think a rectangle would best demonstrate what I'm talking about. It's going to take out these highs. Okay, it's going to take them out and then use them to get to that high I've marked out, and then eventually to use that momentum it has gotten to sell all the way to the downside. So basically, if you keep some sell limits at the top there, immediately price gets there to trigger your order, and then it would do that. Yes. So basically, I think that's it for VIX 25. If you want more clarity, you can check the previous videos and then put one and two together. I'm sure you'd understand what I'm saying. Yes. So basically, that's it for VIX 25 index. Yeah. But I think there is also another asset I said I want to talk about, which is the dogecoin. Okay, it's a crypto asset, and I'm seeing some signs of bullishness. So if you have dogecoins, well, you have to be willing to hold for some time, and it's going to buy. But before they buy, some sales will happen. The prices will fall a bit. Don't panic. Eventually, it will go up. So I want to find that asset and then um so I think asset name is I think it's under crypto. Uh, so um, I'm looking for Dodge DODGE. Let me just see. Maybe I just have to look for it one by one. Um, but basically, I think I saw it over a few days back. I don't really use this device for most of my analysis, but let me see. Um, okay, you let's just come to or and type Dodge and see. Okay, yes, so Dodge USD. I think that should be it. Yep. So this is the daily chart for Dodge. Let's go to a higher time frame, like let's do like the 3 months. So basically, this is what the 3 months chart of Dodge looks like. This is what the 3 months charts of Doge looks like. So what do we have here? Or what did I see to call out for the buy? And basically it's the same thing. Like I said, if you are in a buy trend, you want to see consistent break of structures to the upside. So over here is very small, but is still visible. You can see a break of structure creating this bullish candle. This one, right? Okay, there was a break of structure that's created that bullish candle, and you can see another one here too. You can see another one here. Okay, that's created this one. Okay, that created this one. Okay, so based on that, we can conclude that price is bullish. Now, anytime price breaks structure, okay, towards any direction, for that trend, if the trend is now starting, okay, 9 times out of 10, you always see that, oftentimes, a lot of the times, you see that price would always come back to the origin that sponsored the break of structure. So in this case, the origin that sponsored the break of structure is this one. Okay, so we are going to see price return to that area. Okay, and on this is a 3 month time frame. So let me come down. You see that there are a lot of details that will come up when you come to. So this is a 1 month. Okay, so every candle you see took 1 month to form. So like we are even seeing over here, you can see that after price broke structure, it's attempting to come down. Um, it's usually two things. It's either price will come down a bit to continue and then later come out to take out any fair value gaps it leaves inside the trend, or else it is creating the trend. Okay, so if you look at this one, after there was a break of structure, price came down all the way. Okay, let's go to a much lower time frame for clarity. Let's do 1 week and see. um Oops, it's delaying. Let me just refresh it. So let's do, okay, I think Dodge. Yes. So maybe let's use the daily time frame and see. Okay, so basically like what I shared on a about the weekly, sorry, about the 3 month and then the 1 month. Basically it's the same thing that is happening. So usually you expect that price will come to this area. Price will come to this area, right? For the main buy to continue. So if you currently have some Dodge, you realize that the price has been falling. It's just the market doing its thing. Eventually, when it is ready to buy, it would buy massively. But even from here, you can see that there are some you can see that price wants to go up from here, from this level, but it might be a trap. Ideally, what price usually does is that it comes to the origin that sponsored the break of structure. That is where the order block usually is, so which is most likely this area to all the way to the top. So basically that's what I saw on Dodge. If you look at previous times it bought, okay, so a very good example would be scrolling back into history on this asset. So let's mark out this area. This is where the break of structure occurred to the top. Okay. Now do you see how after price broke structure to the top? Um where's my tool again? So do you see how price broke structure from this point to the top? Okay. The it looked like it continued to buy. Um it looked like it continued to buy like this, then it's pulled back, then it went up higher. But because at that time it had not yet come to the origin that sponsored the pre structure, what did price do? Price eventually came back. Okay, price eventually came back like this. Okay, sold off, sold off, then attempted to do some buys, but ultimately it came back to the point where it broke structure. Then watch what is going to happen after the break of structure. Um, okay, let me just so after that, let me just so right after that's after I tested on that side, okay, right after I tested there, right after price, so to touch that area where the break of structure happens, then the true buy of the trend happens, right? True buy, look at it right from here all the way up. So in a similar way, okay, the same thing is going to happen. Okay, so I think we can see an area here. I think this is also another good area, right? So basically, the top here. Let me increase it and let me change the color. So basically, this is the price level you are considering. Okay. Um, this is the price level you are considering or you are looking at. Let me get the arrow. So this is the price level you are looking at. Okay. That's 0.17654,318. That's the level you are looking at um for for the buy to start really happening. It's an important price area, so monitor price to get to that level, and then with one or two other confluences you can take a buy. So basically, if you're having Dodge assets, it's going to fall a bit. It's going to keep falling, and then when it gets to that price level, it will begin to appreciate. So basically, that's what I was sharing. So thank you very much, and if you want to follow or get more of these updates, you can check out my YouTube channel. You can join my Telegram community. I post updates of these things over there. Yes. So thank you very much once again for um, staying through. And then until another time, bye bye. Trade with caution. Yeah. Bye bye.